Hey everybody, Steven here. Welcome back. It is Single Malt Sunday. I really love doing Single Malt Sunday, but I do have to tell you that it will slow down. I am running out of whiskey from my collection to show you and drink with you, and so it will slow down to something like maybe once a month or so that I'll be doing these. But I'll continue this for a little bit here, but once it starts to slow down, I'm not going away with it. It's just, you know, it's expensive, right? This is Kilchoman. Kilchoman is a Islay Scotch, and it is not cheap, this one. All right, there's just no way around it. I really like the Kilchoman Snag, and so I saw this one, and it seemed similar, and I just thought, I like the other one so much, I really have to try this one. I do like the bottle. I like the shape. Oh yeah, that's a good cork too. I love that, you know, good strong cork. There we go. All right. Kilchoman Loch Gorm. Loch, of course, is those waterways that they have in Scotland. This is pretty cool. So this is sherry finished. And the Snag is also. I'm not going to go into a lot of detail about the distillery because I already covered all that with the other Kilchoman that you could rewatch if you want to. So I don't see, you know, I don't want to bore you with repeat information. But let's go over this. This is an Islay Scotch, like I said. It is 46% ABV. No age statement on this one. I'm just looking at the bottle to see if it says anything, but it doesn't. There's no way to know what the age statement is. I don't think it's really supposed to be peated. They do say there might be some light smoke in it, but I think it's generally non-peated. It's finished in Oloroso casks. One of these days, I'm going to do a video on sherry, maybe. Be fun. At any rate, non-chill filtered and no coloring added. That's pretty dark for a Scotch, you know, that just generally speaking, Scotch is light colored because of the climate there. And so this is a pretty good color for that. I mean, obviously, it's from the sherry casks. It's very just overripe fruit kind of. I know this is gonna sound weird, but I get a sort of meatiness to it. You can get the grain for sure on the back end. It's not as, you know, grain forward as some other whiskeys I've you know had. Oh, there's smoke. I do get some smoke. There you go. It took a minute, but there's some smoke on it. Very gentle, very gentle. 46%, which is nice. That means that they don't have to chill filter, but it doesn't kick you in the, you know, in the neck or anything going down. Very nice, very tasty. The weird thing about the smoke, like if you ever have, for me at least, if you have a really lightly peated whiskey that's not super smoky, once you get that whiff, you're like, oh, I smell the smokiness, right? Give it 5 minutes, it's gone. Like you no longer can detect it. I mean, it's in there, but I don't know what it is about like very lightly peated whiskeys. They just, you know, that smokiness, it's like you become acclimatized to it almost immediately. But man, this is a good whiskey. So let me take another sip. Oh, it's so good. Definitely got some citrus in there. For me, there's not a lot of like chocolate or anything. What I get is maybe some sort of black cherry, and I get nut, like a hazelnut. I really do, especially on the nose. At first, you can't place it. Like you're like, what is that smell? It's definitely like a hazelnut to it. This is a fantastic whiskey. Is it worth the price that I had to pay for it back, you know, when I got it? No. I mean, really, no whiskey is worth that much. I know I'm not going to talk numbers, but I think all of us probably have a limit on, you know, whiskey sort of has this diminishing returns where if you spend up to a certain point, after that, you really don't get the benefit, right? There's no benefit, at least it's not worth it to spend a lot more money, because usually you pay more money for something because either the brand name, but with whiskey it seems to be more like how rare it is, like how much do they make of it. It could be a really terrible whiskey, but if they don't make much of it, it's super expensive. Anyway, I highly recommend this if it's in your budget. Great whiskey. I'll be back in another week for another whiskey, and then I'll be slowing down here. I'll be ramping down, but I will keep these coming as I get new whiskeys, and until then, sláinte.